Hello guys, and welcome to Not David Zamaleta. My name is Serge, and in today's video we're going to try to find out two things, or maybe four things. Okay, so can you start a vehicle with the wrong key? We're going to answer that question. Is it important to have a good working circuit board inside of the key for the vehicle to actually start, or the circuit board does not matter and all you need is just the key itself? Now, I was always told that the chip itself that's required to communicate with the immobilizer unit, it's actually inside of the actual laser cut key. That's what I was always told, okay? But in this video, I will show you how that's not the case. It's actually the circuit board. Or is it? Here's the thing, guys. I have started this vehicle and it started with the wrong key. Out of the blue, I decided to try something. So here I am having the start error. I had the van sitting overnight, unplugged. We did the hard reset. And I was thinking, okay, I hope that now I will, come back to it, reconnect the battery and things will be fine. So initially in the last video, I started out with checking all the fuses. None of the fuses under the seat or the steering column is blown. Checked everything. So all of that stuff was well and good. And I kind of thought, well, once I reconnected the battery and everything and I tried starting it, all I got was the same dreaded start error, okay? And I did mention in yesterday's video that yes, one of the solutions is buying yourself a new key, from Mercedes or whatever your car manufacturer is, and testing it, because the key can fail as well, and then you could rule that out. But what I did not know is this. What if I bring the other key back that was not turning my vehicle over, well, my ignition switch over, and what if I test that key instead? And I thought, nah, this is silly. This is not gonna work. So at first I thought about making that video, and I'm like, no, I'm just not gonna do that just because I'm gonna look silly doing it. Like, why would that even work? That key does not rotate, nothing. The chip is inside of the key. That's not gonna work. The only thing is the circuit board. It's in that key. Plausibly, it's my original one, but when I was changing over the actual body of the key, I put it to the side. I thought I did. I rewatched the video yesterday to confirm the fact that yes, an actual circuit board that needed to be in my original key went back into that key. I watched it, I'm thinking, yeah, I have the correct circuit board here, I have the correct key, but I got a start error. So when I brought that other key, because everything's disassembled, like I could start it with a screwdriver, I stuck the key that would not turn my ignition switch, and then I rotated, and this is the part I decided not to make a video at first, but then I did when it worked. I stuck the screwdriver and I rotated my electronic ignition switch, and guess what? It started turning over and the starting error disappeared from the screen. I'm like, no, like this is not right. And then of course I recorded the video showing you guys everything that has happened, and I tried to explain some things, and I'm being a little bit repetitive here just because somebody might be watching this for the first time. But gosh, am I excited to really solve this issue that I possibly caused myself. But if you guys want to see, did I really make a mistake and I stuck the wrong circuit board, take a look at that other video and see for yourself, because I'm going to make it uncut. That way you guys could see everything that I did. As boring as that may seem, but you could look through it and say, hey, well, yeah, you did put the wrong circuit board. But I thought the circuit board is only responsible for locking and unlocking a vehicle. I thought that that's its responsibility, but not starting up the vehicle. I had my keys washed in laundry before and they worked afterwards, except the locking mechanism would not. So I was thinking, since the actual chip is located inside of the laser cut key, well, that's all you need really, and that one can't be damaged, and I will always start up the van or the vehicle. And plus there's many laser cut keys out there that have the key itself, and you don't have the fob, you just have like a small key, and supposedly the chip is inside of the actual key, like not even a key fob. So in this point, I really don't understand like what's going on here. Did Mercedes perhaps in 2003 decided to put the chip instead of the laser cut key inside of the key fob? Was there some kind of change that happened that I'm not aware about? And not that I'm some key guy, I have like no clue on these things. As a matter of fact, after this video, I'm going to be calling up my friend that does keys for vehicles. I'm going to ask him, like, he actually does this professionally. And I'm gonna ask him, what does he know about it? Because I am a little confused. But anyways, guys, in this video, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna swap out the key circuit board, and I will show you that it will actually start up once I switch it to the original key. So now the original key starts the vehicle, while the other key that was starting it previously, with the key that would not rotate the electron, well, rotate the mechanical tumbler, it no longer starts. It only starts with this circuit board in a correct key fob. So that's what's really happening now. But anyways, guys, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. So guys, this is my original key, okay? This key will not turn my ignition, but does start my vehicle. It's just got the housing from the original key. So I'm just gonna pull this zip tie off, disassemble this key, well, taking a key out, okay? So, taking a key out, putting it on the side. So I'm thinking, let me pull this other key out. And I did actually buy a whole new housing I'll be replacing. So I'm thinking, look, I'm gonna make this easy. I'm just gonna take this key out of there and place it in that other housing. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and do this. There it is. There it is. So, anyways, I'm gonna pop this key in with the spring and everything in here. And now we're gonna put this back like that. Will this now turn my engine over without giving me a start code? Or better yet, if I put this key inside, will it still start my van now that the circuit board is different? So, since I had luck with starting with this key, would you agree that I should just go ahead and start with this key? Will this actually turn things over? Will this wrong key now, with supposedly different circuit board, will that actually even start things? Because that's the key that will not turn my engine over, but it's the correct housing for it. As confusing as that may be, I'm gonna leave this key alone. I mean, I know what to look for. I mean, this is the key that will rotate. I'm gonna stick this in here, and I'm gonna try to start it with a screwdriver. So anyways, I'm gonna put the key inside. This key does not rotate anything. I got my screwdriver over there. I'm gonna put some ether, and let's see if we can start the van. Okay, I put a little ether in there. I don't know if this is gonna rotate it now. I don't know if this is gonna give it a start error. I don't know what's gonna happen. But let's see. A start error did come up right now. So this is causing a start error, but it did rotate. So right now, it's a start error and nothing's happening. So now, I'm gonna take this key out of here. I'm gonna replace it with the other one. So now this is the key, original key that will turn it, and a circuit board from that other key. Will this work? Oh yeah, of course it's not gonna turn nothing over because we're starting with a screwdriver. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Let me spray some starting fluid. Okay. So I guess there you have it, guys. By the way, what's gonna happen if I take the key out? The key is out. Still running. So I guess I did mess up and put the wrong circuit board. That's the only thing I could think of. I will be including, well, in a different video, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it, because I will include in that video everything that I did when I actually replaced the key. Did I screw up and put the wrong circuit board? It did seem like I did, but maybe I did. So, shutting things off right now. So I guess now, starting error is fixed, and I'm the one that caused it. Unintentionally. Hey guys, I posted a video yesterday showing you the key, how it was starting with the wrong key, and I actually thought I made a mistake and I put the wrong circuit board inside. But really, realistically, it has nothing to do with the circuit board. You know what I did? You probably already figured this out on your own. Remember how I said I was taking this housing, which looked a lot better than the one that I have, which had like a bunch of stickers on it. This is the actual key that I took the housing from. It's not that great, but the other housing was like so much worse. It was falling apart. So when I swap out the housing, you know, for anybody that understands keys and transponders in the keys, would immediately understand that that was the mistake, unless I transferred that transponder. So take a look at this little black thing right here. Guys, that is the transponder. This is what's responsible for the vehicle being started and stuff. So you need to switch that over. So recently I have bought another key, basically like a case, whatever you could call it, like a key housing. That's what I call it. So I bought one on eBay. It's very cheap. It's like under 20 bucks, and I'm going to be swapping in another key into it. So it's a good thing that I already experienced this issue, because there's a good possibility that I would forget to transfer the transponder if you're doing it for the first time. So this is why I do want to let you know there's the transponder right there. I don't know if it's glued in there, but it's definitely being held by the little plastic piece. So you could just pry that little plastic piece out of there and you'll be fine, okay? But anyways, let me explain something to you guys. So when I posted that video for you late last night, maybe about like 7 p.m. or something, I could not help but think, and I'm thinking, man, I know I had the right transponder in there, and you know, what really happened? Why is it not starting? I've taken a look at the video and stuff, and I went back and forth, and then I decided to take this, you know, this donor key type of fob apart. This is the shell that I was using. I decided to take it inside and take it apart. But this is not before I have actually swapped out the key. So what you guys don't see in that video, because I actually made another video, which I'm actually getting ready to update, because at that point I did not have this information. So I did talk about it in that video, and thinking that this actually, you know, the transponder, or I actually called it a chip. I said it might be in the actual fob itself. And I was like just saying that, like thinking that it's a possibility, but I'm thinking, nah, that couldn't be, because they sell these key fobs and stuff. But what I do want to point out is this. Since it was starting with the wrong key, and this is the wrong key that it was starting with, I kind of figured, you know what, let me just swap out the key. So I slightly opened up each key fob, took the key out, stuck it in the other one. And at that point, if you could understand, so I stuck the key, let's say like this is the correct key fob, but it still had incorrect circuit board. And I'm thinking, man, it's weird. I know that circuit board is wrong. The key's correct now, but the vehicle's starting. But what I did not realize at that point, and you will see that in the video that I'm getting ready to post for you guys. Well, it's in the same video. You know, it's now starting with the original key fob, which is, you know, got some sticky residue. And I'm kind of wondering, well, all I've done is switch this key fob. It's got a wrong circuit board inside. And I'm thinking, well, it's starting now. But why does it start? Like, did I somehow made a mistake? So then I took this key fob. So now the vehicle starts with its actual key fob, the actual key, except inside of it is the wrong circuit board. And I opened this key up primarily to look at the circuit board, and I started looking at it, and I started seeing like any numbers, and I'm thinking, can I find dates or something on it? And then I started like looking at all these numbers, and you see how there's this number right here, and then it says 02. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's the manufacture date. That's when they actually manufactured this in '02. And this is the back of it. And I'm thinking, well, I know, I mean, I've looked at this device, and the way I actually recognize it, not to make a mistake, is that my original key had corrosion over here in this area. You know, it's kind of like, you could see like, you know, could you call this corrosion? I think, yeah, like this could have been, you know, somebody washed this key maybe before, so I don't even know if it's functional. But I remember this key. But that other key with the wrong circuit board, you see like where this gold is right here, this is where the battery goes. Well, it had corrosion on the wrong key in that spot. So this is how I distinguish them when I was actually putting things together in that video, which I'm not going to show now. I did show actually in some of the clips, the speeded up version. I don't want to post that video since I actually did not know about the transponder, and instead I'm waiting to receive a brand new key fob, and this time I'm going to do everything properly, and I will be inserting this inside. Now, speaking of this here, does anyone have any recommendation how I should clean this? Like, you know, should I just maybe like clean it with some vinegar, or, you know, should I maybe just take like a heat gun, like a little air gun? I have one that's made for circuit boards, and just kind of like reheat some of these surfaces and let them dry up so they could form a better connection. What do you guys recommend? Because I actually have like a professional $500 unit that's used for resoldering chips and stuff like that. I bought one in case I ever need to deal with it, because you could see some of these connections are corroded, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe I could get it to work if it doesn't work. But anyways, I thought I'll point this out to you all, and you know, for anybody out there that did just what I did and you guys are now suffering from your van not starting, this is why. You probably forgot to transfer that transponder into your new key. So I hope you did not throw away your shell. I hope you still got it. I hope you could transfer it over. Because guys, this is my first time, obviously, and it's a learning experience. I did not see this anywhere else, and I usually tend to just do things. I don't, you know, if it's just a simple key, I'm thinking, you know, how hard can it be? I'll just open up the key fob and switch things over. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.